Well, good morning, everyone on the socials. Hope you are well. Hope you've had a great weekend. I think it might be Wednesday. Wednesday, there you go. So, for me, over the weekend, as many of you know, I ran my workshop facilitation mastery class. And for those that came along, so proud of you for what you achieved, which is fantastic. Great levels stepping up and great levels of, I guess, commitment to yourselves and commitment to other people and commitment to the journey. All right, folks. So, I just want to essentially share with you what I would say would be 4 tips on how to run a highly successful training event, because let's face it, it was a really successful event. All the feedback that came back was really positive, which is awesome, right? And I think that comes back to a testament. And ultimately, it was launched with integrity, and everybody that came along was the right people for the right course, for the right experience, right? A lot of them actually didn't know what they were signing up for, as in they'd heard from a friend and they were interested. They signed up and they're like, yeah, cool. I think that sounds good. But at the end of the day, every single one of the people were really happy they actually signed up, which is awesome. So here's the deal. A lot of the people, though, had varying levels of skill and experience in the world of training and presenting. So one of the things I had to be able to do was marry that all up and make sure there was massive value for not just the experienced people, but also for the people that were just starting out. So here's the deal. Here is 4 tips for you. Number 1, or point 0, or number 1, whatever we want to call it, is essentially you want to have some questions at the beginning of your workshop that really are quite profound and get people to visualize their own success. So the first question I asked was, what would you love your tomorrow to look like if you had a magic wand in regards to running training? So I got them to describe it, I got them to write it down, and that worked really well. Next thing, I got them to answer the question of, what's 3 things you would love to learn in the course? Now, whatever they said was going to be totally fine. I had a general idea of what they're going to say anyway. But yeah, always great to get your learners to actually declare what they actually want to learn. Really cool. The next thing is, number 3, is what is the thing that helped you make the decision, whether emotional or logical, to come along to the event. All right, so what made you make the decision to come along to the event? All right, next one. Really important that we think about safety. Now, when I say safety, I don't mean physical, I mean psychological, all right? So anytime and every time we went into an activity, I reminded them that they are not allowed to critique, judge, or criticize each other. And we wanted to set up that frame that after every presentation or every activity they did, they were only ever going to receive positive feedback. Why? Well, everybody has different levels of self-confidence, anxiety, and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to create an environment where they felt safe to actually undertake the tasks, right? And if you don't create that environment, people go, ugh, and they're going to pull out of the event, right? We need to appreciate psychological safety is one of the core things that you always want to be able to have as the foundation of the learning environment. Next thing, point number 3. You want to get into the essence of getting people to acknowledge success. Acknowledge success of other people. And after every activity, if you can have a segment where you say, okay, what is something that XYZ person did really well? So, all right, you've just watched Mary do a presentation. What's something she did really well in her presentation? And then we all want to acknowledge Mary and her presentation. Next, what we want to do is we want to acknowledge our own wins, and we want to declare what we personally did really well. And that could sound like, yep, finish the sentence. I'm really happy that I managed my time well. Or I'm really happy that my slides worked. Or I'm really happy that I got through XYZ section and I feel confident with that, right? So you're going to get your learners to actually acknowledge their own wins. And then essentially what you want to be doing is consistently at the end of each day, acknowledging, praising, and edifying everybody in the room and making them feel like they have achieved a lot, because they really have achieved a lot, right? So don't ever take it for granted the mental, physical, emotional work that's gone into the performance by a student. All right, folks, so those were some ideas around how to run a highly successful workshop. All right, and how you define success is up to you, of course, but those are some of the fundamentals for getting the psychological side of things going well, going smoothly. And on that note, folks, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Like it if you liked it. If not, it's all good. It's all good. But I'm speaking to the trainers, I'm speaking to the facilitators that really want to make a difference in their performance and want to take on some new ideas. So thank you so much for following the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.